Hello, Cecil County and the world. Rob Churnside here for Cecil TV. We're about 10 days out from the start of autumn, and I want to introduce you to Mr. Wright, Aaron Wright. Sorry, ladies, he's taken.
Sorry.
Aaron, welcome to Cecil TV. You're with Voices of Hope.
Yes.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about Voices of Hope?
And thank you, Rob, and I appreciate you having us back. So a little bit about Voices of Hope. We're a recovery community organization made up of 54 employees that are either in recovery or allies or supporters or had a family member directly affected by substance use. We operate in both Harford and Cecil County, and what we do basically in one sentence is we help people find, enter, and maintain recovery.
Well, that's a heck of a mission, and you have 54 peers.
Yes.
And yourself, what capacity do you work for Voice of Hope?
So currently I'm the program and data manager. I wear many hats, to be honest with you, but I did have my hands in helping develop all the programs that we have, as well as collecting data and sharing that with political members, law enforcement, etc.
And you have quite the range of services.
Oh, yes, yes. So we try to engage individuals in an entire spectrum of stages of change. So stages of change, pre-contemplation, contemplation, where they're thinking, preparing, where they're trying to do something about it, they're actually actioning, they're doing it, changing their behavior, and then maintenance stage. So we have harm reduction and wound care in our what we call active users or pre-contemplation stage. And then when individuals are kind of thinking or preparing for change, we have our two centers. We have 24/7 treatment navigators and peer support specialists. We have a partnership with the Cecil County Health Department to provide what's called CATCH here in Cecil County. CATCH stands for Cecil Addiction Treatment Coordination Hotline. So any individuals that want to prepare enter recovery, we do that 24/7, 365 days a week. We also have 2 recovery houses, and we can fund individuals for recovery housing on the maintenance stage, as well as we have in-person support meetings.
So where are your recovery houses, in Elkton? Or?
Yes, yes. So they're currently in Elkton. We have 1 female, 1 male. Currently the female is 4. We did have a fire earlier, so repairs are being made that will accommodate 8 soon, and our male house holds 8 as well.
Well, and so you have this range of services. Do you have a day program? Like where a place where people can drop in and talk to a counselor or a peer?
Yes, so anybody with drop-in center is located at 224 East Main Street here in Cecil County. It is open 24/7. They can drop in, talk to a peer. Even family members, friends, allies can say, hey, I don't know what to do. My loved one is suffering. What are my options? What can I do? They can drop in and talk to us as well. We do referrals to Maryland Coalition of Families if the family member's kind of caught up in like, I don't even know what to do, whether it be tough love. So really it's a no wrong door entry point into substance use for the community, correct?
So you really do offer a voice of hope, not just to those who are perhaps almost ready to recover or in recovery, but also to the families of active addicts.
Absolutely, 100%, yes. And if you need more access or resources for that, because it's really tough, to be honest with you, Rob, is trying to, addiction doesn't just affect the person who's using, right? It affects families, neighborhoods, communities, right, and it explodes. So we do realize that those members also need help, and we can try to offer that as well.
Now those, we were talking earlier, Aaron, about the free rides you give to folks out of the county jail. How does
the
that
detention
work?
center. Correct. So thanks to Sheriff Adams from the Sheriff's Department and a few of our, especially Jennifer Turk, our grant writer, we were able to secure a grant where we can offer rides, free ride from the detention center. So upon discharge, we'll have a sign that says "Get a ride out of jail free" card, right, with the little Monopoly guy. We thought it was kind of a twist.
Oh, great.
Because we know that walk that maybe someone has to use the phone going to Wawa from the detention center to the Wawa, there is neighborhoods there that might be affected by heavy overdose.
Past some kind of rough neighborhoods, and I think there's a liquor store there too.
Yes, yes, they're right on the corner, exactly, Rob. And to your point, so when individuals kind of enter a facility, what happens especially if they're severe substance use and they've been using for a long time, their tolerance goes down. And we know that they're probably anywhere from 150 to 300 times more likely to have an overdose if they were to get high with the same amount that they did previously to incarceration, correct?
Yeah, overdoses are, of course, they're deadly, and there's some bad stuff out there now, right?
Yes, very bad stuff. So we do have what's called a RAD testing. It is a private sector, but they do work with the state police for the testing equipment. So I think the state police also send their drug supply there to be tested. So we don't have to test the substances used, just what it came in. And it's anonymous. We don't want to know your name. We don't know where you got it from. If you wanted to throw that information in there, that's fine, but we do not send that away when we get it tested, because we kind of need to know. And what we're seeing with the xylazine is that it's literally eating the flesh off individuals.
And that's a new thing, like kind of like fentanyl, but worse. Even.
Yes. So what's happening, I guess, with the heroin was heroin had not a significant up high, if you will, right? If it was a graph, right? But it would last a long time. Fentanyl takes you up higher, but also drops you down faster. So individuals selling these drugs figured out, okay, well, how can I give this legs? And what they found out that fentanyl, xylazine, which is a equine tranquilizer, will actually give it legs. And to be honest with you, Rob, what we're kind of seeing is some people are actually just seeking out the xylazine despite having these wounds. Now, not everybody has an adverse effect that has wounds, but this might have been, if they're injecting it, doing it nasally, even eating it. It doesn't have to be at the site where they inject it or whatever it is. It just shows up, and it's literally, we've had to have amputations for some of our community members here.
Did I hear you say earlier that you do wound care somewhere?
Yes. So with that being said, one of the barriers, since we do treatment navigation for approximately, with partnership with the catch team at the health department, for about anywhere from 50 to 60 a month. So we're sending 50 to 60 a month, and one of the barriers was wounds, right? So that's one of the questions that these treatment providers will ask. Do you have any open wounds or sores? And if the answer is yes, that might literally be a barrier for them accessing treatment. And we know once we have somebody who's ready to go to treatment, if we can't kind of get them on their way in like 5 minutes, they might leave and we might not see them again. Right. So we've had a wound care nurse. We had a wound care nurse prior, and we just got a new wound care nurse now. So she can see you on the spot. You can walk in, request, hey, I just want to see the wound care nurse. And if it's anything higher level of care, we can also refer to the wound clinic and obviously Union Christiana Hospital.
And the hospital, you actually have a program where you send peers into the hospital with folks that need that service.
So we are so happy about that, Rob. We've been waiting a long time coming, and much needed service. Those through Cecil County Health Department again, and Union Christiana, and I believe it's NACHO, N-A-C-H-O. We do have now a grant that we can have peers in the emergency department for any individuals that might come in for an overdose or kind of say, hey, listen, I have a substance use problem, or I just want to talk to a peer. So Cecil County Health Department will cover that service Monday through Friday, business days 8 to 4, and then Voices of Hope will pick it up on weeknights. And then Saturday and Sunday, both mornings until from 8 a.m. to 1 a.m., we will pick that service up. And
also by extension, kind of, you have an overdose survival outreach program. So if somebody ODs and they go into emergency ward, I guess? How does that work?
So it can really be an overdose for anything. So we have what in Cecil County called PORT, right? PORT stands for Prevention Overdose Response Team. So there's a PORT coordinator, Bill. He has also with a counselor, licensed counselor. There's a peer at the health department, and there's a peer at Voices of Hope. So we get all reports through a heroin coordinator, who is Bob Cameron in Cecil County. Anybody, law enforcement, EMS, fire, paramedics, anybody says, hey, this was an overdose, they give a brief synopsis of the scenario, name, address, where it happened, sent to the heroin coordinator, bounces back to the health department blasts it, and then PORT, Voices of Hope in the Cecil County Health Department. We don't just call, we go knock on doors. If there was a witness, we're allowed to talk to the witness and just tell them about the services we have. And that's really kind of where we kind of just plant that seed, because a lot of people are like, hey, I don't even want to talk about it anymore. But if you can get a person with severe substance use disorder in front of a certified peer recovery specialist with lived experience, just planting that seed can literally be the difference in someone's life. Just that opportunity. So yes, we're excited about that too.
Right, and whisper a voice of hope into their ear, I guess.
Yes, yes.
And sometimes it sticks, and that's what you can really be thankful for. And in fact, speaking of thankful, you're having a gratitude banquet coming up?
Yes, we are. We have an annual gratitude banquet every year, but this year, Rob, we're going to have it at the Rising Sun Fire Hall. I'm sorry, I have to read it off my phone. I want to get this wrong. My executive director and my wife would kill me. So it's going to be at the Rising Sun Fire Hall on Friday, September 29th from 6 p.m. to 9:30. There will be silent auction items, and there will be also raffles. And we're going to have a special comedic performance by Mickey Cucciella. Is that
it? He was on 98 Rock.
98 Rock, yeah. Did I pronounce that right?
Cucciella. Yeah,
Cucciella, okay. So. Yes. So tickets are on sale on our website, voicesofhopemaryland.org. $100 a ticket. You can even, if you don't want to attend, you just want to donate a ticket for an individual in recovery that might not have the money, you're more than welcome to do that as well. But we would like to see everybody out there.
And it's tax deductible too.
Tax deductible.
Did we miss anything, Aaron?
No, I don't think. But I did miss you on the crabs, eating crabs and playing music.
It'll happen again, but guess what? Don't miss September 29th. Thank you.
Thank you, Rob. Appreciate it.